Details related to study arms and interventions are captured in two tables in Section 6.1 Study Interventions Administered within the ECPT. The first table captures all the information pertaining to each of the interventions planned for the study, while the second table describes the study arms with assigned intervention references from the first table. To begin, the user should complete all the information in the first interventions table. The first entry in each column is the intervention label. This unique identifier will be reused in the second arms table to establish the association between interventions and arms. The intervention label variable is not part of the variable set which makes up each column of the table, and therefore these variables must be manually inserted in each column. To do this, place the cursor into the table cell and either select Add Variable on the CTS tab, or right-click to select Add Variable from a context menu. Navigate to the interventions label in the drop-down menu and click on Add New. Repeat this for each column and then fill out the remaining information in the table columns. Note, once the intervention labels are defined in the table content controls, they will be available for use from the Add Variables function on the CTS tab. If additional columns are required to accommodate all interventions, user can add these with the Add Variable Set functionality on the CTS tab. See related video. For additional columns added via the Add Variable Set function, new instances of the intervention label content control must also be inserted as described previously. Once the interventions table is complete, you can complete the information for the study arms in the second table. Fill in the information to describe each of the arms in the study. Again, if additional columns are needed, use the Add Variable Set functionality on the CTS tab and see related video. When the table structure is established, the user can use the Add Variable function to complete the associated interventions label cells in each column. Place the cursor in the cell and either navigate to the Add Variable on the CTS tab or by right-clicking. From the drop-down menu, click on Intervention Label and choose from the already defined labels that were established when building the previous table. To add additional variables within the same cell, click the right arrow twice to move the cursor out of the content control, and then click Enter to move the cursor to the next line. Repeat the process to insert the next variable, and then repeat as needed for the remaining associated intervention label entries. Note, if deletion of a column is necessary from either table, place the cursor in one of the variables of the variable set in the column and either click the Delete button on the CTS tab or right-click and select Delete Variable Set from the context menu. If the intervention label variable has already been added to the column, the user is prompted to either click Yes to delete the entire column, No to delete the variable set only, or Cancel to abort the entire action. This is how the arms and interventions tables are managed in the ECPT.